Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Anthony Greenfield, and we are back for another episode of Antarchy. Let me tell you something. Throughout the week, I've seen my Twitter feed blown up on Drake May is making his Patriots debut against the Houston Texans at home in the throwback jerseys. So you see me in the throwback jersey, you know why. When I wear my throwback jersey on Monday, you will know why. But before I tell you what I think about it, if I like it, if I don't like it, maybe if I think the Patriots should hold off on it, how about we play my music first? And welcome back to Anarchy. So now, Drake May is making his Patriots debut as the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots against that Houston Texans defense. So I have the Houston Texans defense on fantasy, and they haven't been giving me a lot of points lately. But this week I was like, you know what? I don't think our offense is going to move the ball a lot. This was before they named Drake the starter. Now I started the Texans defense over the Cowboys defense because the Cowboys don't have any weapons. But hey, I'm getting off track. So with Drake May starting Sunday at 1 o'clock in Gillette Stadium against CJ Stroud and the Texans, here's what I think about it. So let me tell you why I'm in my head and where I believe in. And let me see Anthony's hot take. So, with Drake May starting, I'm about to ruffle some feathers. I think Drake should play. Here's why. Let me tell you. I think Drake May should play because you want him to get his feet wet. Not unless you want Jacoby Brissett to keep getting sacked 3-4 times a game. He's throwing picks and he's not his 100% self. Jacoby Brissett is not going to give you at least a good look for people that's coming in next season, receivers being happy, and the coaching staff being okay. There's no way. Because if you have a starting quarterback that loses games, you're out of there. You're fired. It's the NFL. You are not in the kiddie leagues. It is better if Drake May starts tomorrow. It's better if Drake May starts tomorrow in Gillette Stadium rather than him starting in Week 15 against Buffalo in Gillette Stadium, to where maybe that game doesn't really matter. It's better to start him out in the early stages of the season because you want to see what he can do. You want to see what does the third overall pick bring us this season. Because, yeah, a lot of people said that, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. Jaden Daniels sat behind, didn't sit behind nobody. But all these other quarterbacks that had great success, they sat behind somebody. Like Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre. Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers. But what I'm going to say, Drake May sat behind Jacoby Brissett in the offseason, in training camp, in the preseason, and in the first 5-6 games of the NFL. And you cannot sit here and tell me that Jacoby did not teach Drake anything. Don't tell me that. Because Drake May had that pocket presence. Drake May has that mobility. Drake May has that deep ball accuracy. Drake May has the footwork. His footwork is a lot better now since he's been drafted. So, with that being said, with Drake May starting tomorrow against the Texans, I'm not going to say I feel scared for him. I want him to get the full experience of being an NFL quarterback. Because if you look at 5 of these other rookie QBs, one is on IR, one is like in the stratosphere right now. One is rethinking his life choices, and one is kind of mid, kind of eh. And the last one could be making his other NFL debut tomorrow. So, with J.J. McCarthy, he got injured in the preseason. He's on IR right now. Caleb Williams, he's not doing so hot over there in Chicago, but I think it's his O-line. I think it's his O-line that's killing him. Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is doing actually a solid job with Denver. Denver actually looks like a team that could squeeze out 8 wins. I'm gonna give 8 wins to the Broncos if Bo Nix does not get injured. If Bo Nix doesn't get injured, Denver is an 8-win team. Spencer Rattler. He's a quarterback from Oklahoma. And he could be making his actual debut tomorrow. I don't know who the Saints play. You can call me a casual. But whoever the Saints play tomorrow, they play the Chiefs on last Monday. Whenever they play the Saints tomorrow, whoever they play, that could be Spencer Rattler's debut. And now finally, the other one, the entire NFL is the NFL has this man as a header. And I'm telling you, this rookie has been playing lights out. This dude, this certain rookie that I'm thinking of, he has everybody singing, "Hail to the Commanders! Hail victory!" That's right, I'm talking about Jaden Daniels. I wanted him to come to New England. I'm not gonna lie to you. But with Jaden Daniels lighting up the league right now, everybody's like, "Oh, this kid is special. This kid got something on him. This kid got that arm. He got that mobility. He got that accuracy." But can he sit in the pocket? Is the Washington's O-line good enough to protect Jaden Daniels for the entire 18-game season? 17, not counting the bye. But can his O-line do that? Because he's going to run into some D-lines to where they're back there in 0.2 of a second. He's going to run into some D-lines to where he has all day to throw. So that's kind of like my thought process and all this. Where can Jaden Daniels actually be placed? Now, it's only week 6. Would you place Jaden Daniels in the S tier or A tier quarterbacks with the MVPs, the Super Bowl champions, the rookie sensations, the second year climbers, people that win comeback player of the year? Would you put Jaden Daniels up there, or would you put Jaden Daniels in like the C to where, I need to see more. I need to see what he can actually do. I want him to play a good defense. I want him to have a play blown up in his face. I want to see him move around and rechange the play mid-play. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see from Jaden Daniels. But lastly, with Drake May starting as the quarterback, certain receivers can now see the ball a lot more. Because I do not know why. I truly do not know why. When Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback, Demario Douglas never got the ball. Hardly ever. I'm not going to say never, but hardly got the ball. And if you're going to sit here and tell me that somebody who's willing to get open, you can't guard him in open space, and he can lose defender, like put them in a blender, and he doesn't get the ball. If after the season, I'm not saying he will. Hey, knock on wood, but I'm not saying he will. But if Demario Douglas chooses to walk after this season, I don't blame him. True enough, I do not blame him. It's not on Drake May to get him the ball. It's not his fault if the O-line doesn't give the quarterback enough time. I've seen that receiver show on Netflix. The receiver's job, it depends on your quarterback. Your job is solely dependent on somebody that's back there, that's behind the line of scrimmage, and having 5 big beefy guys protect them from getting injured. Picking up blitzes, guarding the right assignment, a hat on a hat every play. The receiver's job relies on the quarterback giving them the ball. Now let's the jet sweep. But other than that, the receiver's job, they can't really control that. The receivers can't control how much they get open. The receivers can't control how much they get the ball. The receivers can't control what the scheme is. All they got to do is get the route, run the route. They're open. There you go. That's all they can do. I don't expect whether this. Well, Jalen Polk's a rookie. I don't expect Demario Douglas, Tyquan Thornton, Kendrick Bourne, David Wallace. I'm not asking him. He's a rookie. He doesn't count. But Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper. If they don't get the ball enough, I don't blame them. Our O-line is garbage. But I still want Drake to find a way to walk away with the W. I believe in Drake. I mean, Drake May, not the other guy. I believe in Drake May. Drake May is my quarterback. Drake May is my player. He is my 3rd overall pick. But I want the O-line to toughen up. I do not want 5 big beefy guys who can't block to save their lives missing assignments and they don't know who to block. Because in that sense, Drake May's season is going to be over before it even begins. I think, here's what I think. I think the NFL should try to incorporate joint practices mid-season. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The joint practices would only be division rivals. So in this sense, for the AFC East, right? The Jets, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Bills. On certain weeks, the Dolphins will go to New England. The Jets will go to Buffalo. The Dolphins will go to New York, or they'll go to MetLife, or wherever the Jets practice. And the Patriots will go to Buffalo. And so on and so forth. However they do that schedule, I think that would be a good idea. Why? Because you're giving your quarterback or whoever an NFL opponent defense on – you're giving an NFL opponent defense for rookies. Joint practice mid-season, what? Let me tell you my thought process. Hold on. Let me cook. All right. So, peak game and lock-in. What's up? Let's say Jaden Daniels, right? If Jaden Daniels didn't have the Commanders' defense, let's just say he wants more competition. Because we can say the Dallas defense is leagues better, or the Eagles' defense is leagues better. So if Jaden Daniels played against played the Eagles' defense in a joint practice, he can actually get game speed competition with other teams rather than his own defense. Because, come on, Jaden Daniels can cook Emmanuel Forbes in his sleep, but he's not cooking Darius Slay. So he can't look over there. Yeah, they can watch film. They can do all that. But if they watch film and he sees how Darius plays Slays, do it in the game. Do it in life experiences. Within their division. Within the division. So that means any division rivals are going to be they're going to be playing 5-6 times a year. And I'm fully with that. Are you saying within the divisions? Come on, that's too many injury possibilities. It's football. It's truly football. If it's injury possibilities, they can go shells, they can go 7-on-7. It's just a thought process. If they want to do the joint practices, he can give them that kind of experience to do something. I say do that. I'm fully with it. Hey, look, the NFL has changed. The NFL is literally removing the kickoff rule. Like, roughing the passer, illegal contact, and the hip drop tackle. The NFL is changing so much, you might as well throw everything to the wall and see what sticks. So if the NFL becomes different in 1, 2, 3 years, hey, add another one in there. Add another one. Let's just see what sticks. Let's see what people like. If they don't like it, cool. Toss it to the wind. Bye. But if the fans do like it, or maybe the coaches. Okay, let's do it from a coach's perspective. I know you said too easy to scout, or too many times that you're scouting opponents. It's only division rivals. You're playing each other twice a year anyway. So instead of playing twice a year, why don't you add that sportsmanship to say, hey, I seen you play that game with this, so let me actually play you. Let me actually play you and show you how you should do this. Think of it as like a mentor and a mentee. So let's stay in the NFC East division with Jaden Daniels. If Jaden Daniels was playing, let's say the Eagles, for example. If Jaden Daniels was playing the Eagles in a joint practice and he's throwing against Darius Slay can teach him to say, some corners will play that. Some corners can throw this. Or maybe his QB coach can tell him that. Or however, whatever mentor that their other division rivals are going to do. How about the opponent is given the option to pick the other team's quarterback, but the offensive team will get 5 downs? Okay. All right. See, you're sick. You're throwing ideas to the wall. And it sticks. But I think we should stay with the purpose of football. Meaning 4 downs, only do 7-on-7, or maybe we can do 11-on-11s with the O-line so he can get a feel of that D-line too. And then you can see what goes on. So like I said, I'm going to actually write this down because I genuinely think this is a good idea. It may be a good idea right now. I throw it to the wall and it's sticking right now, but then it may like slide down like the wall and it's slimy and it looks like it's about to fade out. But just hear me out. Just hear me out. Because if everybody approved this terrible, completely bogus kickoff rule, anything is possible in the NFL. If you ban a hip drop tackle, anything is possible in the NFL. If nobody is throwing that fade route and nobody is actually going to go and get it, throw it up to the wall and see what sticks. All right. So we covered Drake May. We covered Jaden Daniels. And, we even threw some more joint practices in there. Let's do one more. They need to change the overtime rule. They need to have it like the college game. I agree. So with that overtime rule, the way that they have it now, but instead of them saying, I think both teams should get an opportunity to score. Because with the Bills and the Chiefs a couple of years ago, they're going to go forever. But now that rule is only set for the playoffs. Well, why not make it year-round? Why not make it all season? I think the overtime rules would definitely be if you guys start at what is it in college? The 20? The 15 and the 20? And after so many overtime, you go to 2-point conversions? If you put certain teams together, I think they can go to like 10 overtimes. And I'll be fully willing to watch that. Now, if it was, I'm going to be completely biased here. If it was like the Patriots and the Dolphins, if it went to 10 overtimes, I'd watch that. If it was the Patriots and the Jets, I'd watch that. If it was the Patriots and the Bills, I'd watch that. But if it's something wild and left field, like the Cardinals and the Niners, I already know. Brock Purdy's going to throw it to either George Kittle or Deebo Samuel, and it's going to be over. And then Fred Warner's just going to lock down anything. Or maybe if it's like the Chargers and the Chiefs. Well, yeah, I don't know. Nice show. I have to get going. Ask Leon to contact us. I like to come on live talk to talk Ravens. Oh, easy. Hey, matter of fact, if you're watching this, everybody put your predictions for tomorrow's score in the chat. I want everybody to see what do you believe the score can be for the Commanders and the Ravens game. If you ask me, I think it's going to be 23-17 Ravens. I think James Daniels is going to walk into Baltimore and act a fool, but Lamar's going to be too much for him. So I think it'll be 23. Hey, timestamp this now. 23-17 Ravens. Quote me on that. 23-17. If that's the final score, that's crazy. 17 Ravens, Washington 10. Hey, that's a good one. But you think James Daniels is only going to score one touchdown? Nah, that's a little crazy. I'd give him at least two. But only one touchdown is that. I don't know. But that's kind of a hard one. But 23-17, Ravens win it in M&T Bank Stadium. So as we close out, thank you everyone for watching tonight's show. I hope everybody has a great day. Had a great day tomorrow. Everybody get up, go get some food, go talk to family, talk to your loved ones, because, hey, life is precious, and you need to take care of every single second that they do. If you wake up one morning and you don't see somebody there, now you're missing their presence because you're used to them being there. Talk to your mom. Talk to your dad. Talk to your sisters, your brothers. Talk to your grandmother, your grandfather, your friends, your coworkers. Tell them you miss them. Tell them you love them. Okay? All right. So if anybody wants to talk sports to me, or any topic for that matter, whether it's sports, gaming, anime. Speaking of that, I gotta watch the new Dragon Ball Daima episode. Yeah, I gotta watch the new episode. But yeah, any of those three things, you can contact me on my Instagram at ClutchyAnt with 2 Y's. So Clutchy with 2 Y's, and then ANT for Ant. Now it's my Twitter. My Twitter is Big Dog Ant 4. That's Big DAWG Ant 4. And finally, my email. My email is anthonygreenfield9@gmail.com. But I want to add 2 more. If you ever want to catch my gaming streams Mondays at 7 and Fridays at 8:20, you can always catch them right here on my YouTube, my Twitch, or my LinkedIn. My YouTube is youtube.com/AOEAnt. And finally, my Twitch is twitch.tv/ClutchyAnt. Again, that's twitch.tv/ClutchyAnt or ClutchyAnt TTV. It's sometimes it's weird with Twitch. It'll take both, but other times it'll be like, oh well, you got to be a certain one. No, sometimes I like to put ClutchyAnt.ttv and it still comes in. All right, you guys see my Twitch right there on the screen. Please make sure to tune in my gaming streams Mondays at 7 and Fridays at 8:20. I'm gonna say this again. Mondays at 7 and Fridays at 8:20. All right. Sparking Zero has been released, so I'm a content machine. I'm playing Sparking Zero the whole time. All right. Everybody stay blessed, stay passionate, and stay positive, guys. Stay positive. I'm sorry, I messed it up. Stay positive, everyone. I'll see you next week. Play my outro.